Alright, here we go. Alright, hello everyone! Alexman here, and welcome to Session 5 of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Last session, Sia ultimately got her demise. We got the Master Sword, and for whatever reason, the game now tells us that we had to do a time warp to revive Sia's past. And before we continue on with the main story, we have to complete this. So, with that said, we are now going into an alternate version of Skyloft that's happening before Skyloft and before the sealed grounds. And it's right here. So, let's get into what... do we have anything more for Sia? Do we have to unlock for her? Yes, we do. So let's upgrade her character models here. She can get her full attack string, which is nice, finally. Let's get her some of this, because we're also going to be playing as her a little bit. As well as, I would have to say, would be Volga. And right now, I think we'll play as him, mostly. We can't play as him. Wizro can also get his stuff upgraded. Might as well. Need his help as much as possible. And for everyone who just showed up, welcome. Glad you guys could be here. And that is all the money we can do. We're out of money. Which again, if you're out of rupees for any reason, you can go to the smithy and you can sell unused weapons for a pretty good chunk of cash, if you so choose. So we're going back. Let's get into this mission proper. We're gonna. It says recommend you have to be a dark character, but since we're gonna be fighting other dark characters, I want to play as Volga because he's obviously the one that doesn't have the most level up. We need to play as him more. So we're gonna play with the weapon he has the strongest with, and that is a level 96, power 96 anyway, with the strength attack 2. Let's go play as him.
Sia sensed another powerful and unknown entity in a separate rift.
So yeah.
This one on the floating.
Apparently this is happening before she did the time, or during and after the time rift.
She found it all.
It's kind of weird how this story is taking place because we all know that she herself never went to these realms, or it was ever discussed. So I'm trying to figure out why this story had to be exist. Again, this was DLC. This was added after the actual story where it was actually made. So it's kind of uncanny valley about why this tale is here in the first place, but we're finishing it up today. So
though Sia cared nothing for the fate of the villagers, she began formulating a plan.
So
whatever
yeah, so she's going. So Sia and her crew is going to the Skyloft realm that just appeared, essentially to convince Girahim to follow them. It's a little awkward.
Sia looked for an opportunity to weaken this dark power. And then add it
so,
to her
yeah,
forces.
Let's go. Let's go back to Skyloft and destroy this place. An alternate version where we actually play as the bad guy in a place where, well, this is kind of the awkward place. A demon and its pet. I'd love to tame them, but they would be too much to handle. In that case, why not exploit the strength of the local humans? Capture center square and balance keep. Yeah, we're going to be doing a little trickery here. Because we're going to have to get in faith of the humans here, just so that we can essentially destroy them in the end. It's really a bait and switch type of story right now. I'm gonna switch to Wizro. Look at this. Come on now. Oh, that shield's annoying. There we go. Go, Wizro. Destroy that bad boy. And I love the slowdown effect still. It just makes it so nice and collected. Makes it an epic moment right there, and it just feels good. Back to Volga. Because we need him to level up. What is like going in the north as well? This mission was actually pretty intense to get the gold sculpture in. I do believe you actually have to beat the imprisoned within like a certain time limit. And my golly, when I did it on my main file, dude, I was scared because I wasn't sure I was able to defeat the big boss here at all. So we have to defeat the imprisoned. The imprisoned came here. That didn't happen in Skyward Sword. That doesn't seem to be... I mean, barely even fits here. Let's take this. Can't let Fi flee for the time being. Because Fi believes us to be heroes or helpful. Whoa! I have never seen that! You saw that! It seemed like the imprisoned was having a little bit of a dance party on the bridge! That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that was awesome. Let's go. Get him out of here. Get that thing out of here. And see, the problem about... The thing I hate about the imprisoned, that he takes so long... Takes so long to respond his attack, and well, to actually get him to attack, and then he gets annoying attacks like lightning and other things. When they put him inside of a small square keep room, when some of the challenges come to pass, I don't think the game is supposed to recognize that this is a really awkward place to put the imprisoned. Not gonna lie. He's just dancing on this bridge, and and his model is so big that it doesn't work well when he lays down. It's actually kind of funny. I'm gonna wait for his toad to come back. Yeah, there he is. We're gonna turn to his Volga's form. Now, there's a little difference between playable Volga and an AI Volga. That is so awkward. Lucky for pushing him off the bridge now when you do this attack on him. There we go. There's a difference between playable Volga and normal Volga. When the CPU is playing him, when he turns into his dragon, he has a fireball attack. This is not present when you play as him. When you go into his dragon form, you immediately go into a dive move and such. It feels a little awkward, to say the least, is that there is a move that you cannot perform as well, and I do not know if there is a way to actually hack that move into the moveset of playable Volga. If there is a way like that, I would love to know, because that actually would be kind of cool to actually play that little fireball move. That'd be awesome. And see, again, the imprisoned just takes a long time to take down, especially when he has higher health on the harder difficulty settings. It makes this fight and getting the gold sculpture to appear after the fact so monotonous. Come on now. There we go. Yeah! He's barely doing any damage. Because Volga is so weak and we have weakened weapons. Because again, at this point, Volga only has his tier 1 weapon. And so does everyone else in this trio. It gets a little annoying that you're doing very little damage. Now, if you're playing free mode and you can put Link into this group, and it feels really weird too, play it that way. Come on. But since the imprisoned's now down less than half health, he's doing his little shockwave attack. Just like he always wants to do in his games of Skyward Sword. Hit this. Let's go through. So close. And again, if you try to use the magical, the awakened super attack, while he's laying down like that, it will not affect him. So it makes it dragging the fight even more. Go like this. And also sometimes when you do the special attack move to get bosses and other people into a state or so, it sometimes it can miss because the opponent moves out of the attack animations line of hitbox. So you get to a point where you're like, man, I've just wasted a lot of stuff just to basically get this to work. Get out of here. Come on. Man, again, it's always that. Like, you have to, as soon as you get, like, again, always get the gold sculptures as early as you can. That way you can have the potion, the weak point smasher. That way you can make this, you know, tedious boss fight. Any other boss fight you find tedious, you know, that easier to handle. Ah, come on now. Get out of here. Go for it. Go, Volga. Destroy this thing. Oh, man. He's still not dead. This thing is so much of the enemy base is falling. Oh, alright, Girahim. Okay, we'll have to kill the imprisoned a little bit later, but it looks like Girahim's at our base, trying to be some fun. It's now time for one trickster versus a trickster. Let's do this. I think intentionally they make Girahim weaker because he's technically is the... You know, he's technically the boss, he's technically the thing we have to kill in the end. But at this point, we're kind of unsure of what he's doing, really. And Girahim's gone. That presence inside the sorceress, could it be? No, impossible. Girahim somehow understands that there is something going on within the sorceress, which we already know at this point is Ganondorf's spirit inside of her. Man, that is taking so long. Now, I do believe you can use the special attack to actually take the imprisoned down in his down state like this. So if you have a special attack meter, you can potentially use it. But we can't do that, though. Not now. We don't have any. Also, Volga's health is almost completely gone. Again, if any of your party members falls, it's game over. So bear that in mind. When this is something attack you didn't do before, but if the imprisoned's doing his lightning attack, just get immediately right underneath him, and you won't be hit by the lightning. I understand you and your will to win. I can learn from you if you have the time. So Girahim is now allied with us. That's it? Your obedience is bought so cheaply? I'm not complaining. And with the demon tribe tamed, the humans aren't needed anymore. So now we actually fight against the allies that we've been fighting with the entire time. And Fi didn't see this. It's kind of awkward. And Fi is fleeting away. Great evil is identified in the enemy sorceress. Recommend maximum force. And now you can take Fi out really fast if you have a dark character, because that's why it was recommended at the start that you should have a dark character playing as. But since we haven't played as Volga in a while, I think it's time to show him some of the game's light. That is a very fun move. His dragon move, despite not having that extra fireball attack, is still very devastating. And it's very awesome when you pull it off. Because it can clear out keeps in an instant. And you can get this move out so fast, but it has a really long wind-up time. That's why you should have like hasty attacks so you can actually get that combo right off. So that you can actually, you know, get off that attack as fast as possible. What? Where's Girham? No, not command. Battlefield. He's already in danger? Where is he? Look at Wizro down here. He's obviously fighting. Where is he? I don't want Girham to fall. Where'd he go? Come on now. The fight has forced Girham to flee. Ah, he was fighting Fee. Well, Girham, you'll be back. Don't you worry. We'll be playing as you later. As we'll see later. So we'll get to see how he's doing. Now let's show how we can actually clear this keep out. So now we actually have to lower the morale of the troops by basically taking their keeps away. There's 3 keeps they need to take down. And the Skyloft captains are being there. So, see ya. How about you go back up here to base to make sure you cover anyone's tracks. We'll do that. Bam! It's just so much powerful. It's such a screen. It's kind of like a precursor to a screen nuke. Okay, Volga, I need you to command to go here. Wizro, I need you to go here. So I want to get the Skulltula. The Skulltula is, I know where that is located, so we're going to go after it. Now, I haven't gotten all the Skulltulas up to this point. There's 2 that we've missed initially because those missions required us to have the hook shot, which we didn't have. We cut down these vines, it's purposely there, and that's that. Nation. Nice. Supply troop has placed a magic jar on the battlefield and is gone away. Alright, we'll worry about that later. As long as the allied base doesn't fall, we're good. There we go. Fairy Fountain's taken care of, and I think that might be that's yeah, that's hers. Alright, Sia. Need you back over here so you can get your heart container. And I'll get Volga back over here to Central Square. Go for it! Let's do this! Huzzah! As long as we take these keeps, the morale of the officer of the Skyloftians will fall. Now, if there's one complaint I'm saying about it, is that it's the repeated models. Like, they should have had something that referred to them as Skylofts, you know, have the Skyloft models or some kind, you know. Oh, there's 2 captains up there, we need to take them down. And Phi is now weakened, so that's great. Let's take back our keeps back, thank you very much. Yeah. Need to stop these captains from going and destroying our forces. They've already passed us and keep saboteurs. Booyah. See, Volga can really take down one-on-one fights because he can launch any unit at him, and so that can get that can get pretty useful to make sure you can take a enemy's captain's defense down like nothing else. Which is always grand and useful. Booyah! And you can just get him to fly and have blast damage or fire damage added to him, so when he lands, he actually hurts the enemies around, or his allies around him. Which is always nice, very useful. But now we're finally going to have to take down Fi. It's the final part of this trip. Let's go take her down. As weird as enough, there is no warp statues here, even though we saw them in the last time we were here in Skyloft. Good bomb here. Blow up this rock. What we got here? Alright, Volga, I'm going to command you, since we are free. Come down here. I'm going to get a hold of Sia. There we are. I'm hitting the Y button. And let's prompt up. Thank you. That's that. Good, now we got her taken care of. We can now move on to Volga defeating Fi here and ending this mission off proper. Because to make it continuity that, you know, Volga is the one that's doing all the work on Skyloft during the time where Link shows up. So it's only fitting that Volga is the one that is doing all the work and damages. Hello! Time for ultimate overdrive and fire away! And see that with hasty attacks? Just look at that. You can pull this combo off so fast and just destroy a keep in like in no time flat. Did I miss Fi? Yes, I did. I somehow missed her. Yeah, oh. And now Fi is going into her magical special attack. The AI does this constantly, and I don't know why. Because, like, you need a full magic meter to do it, and, like, they do this all the time. As soon as they're getting the beat down so hard that they have so much magic stored in them, they just keep making more attacks, or more special attacks like that. But no matter. Fi is down, and that is a mission over with. Where's your worthy foe? With that, the land of the sky is mine. I bow to your strength. Please let me conquer the rest of this world for you. There's 100%. I will stand by until then. So that's how we see Fi stuck in the pedestal again, waiting for Link to show up. Now it's kind of, I'm trying to figure out where is this, like these lands are in the timeline. Like, yeah, Skyward Sword's in Skyward Sword's timeline, sure. But, you know, every iteration of Hyrule has had a Link in some fashion, but they don't show up in this game for whatever reason. It just never shows up. So either this place is taken, you know, way before or way after, you know, the events of the original games they came from. That's a lot of money we just got from that. Here's the menus and another portrait is us to endure. There we go.